I ain't scared of you motherfuckers. I'm on it.
Hey, Freak Show! You're going nowhere!
We'll do it live! Fuck it!
Welcome back, kids and coaches, to another episode of West of Nowhere. I am Levi.
And I'm Shane.
And we're back with consecutive weeks. What are we doing? Crazy.
We're sort of popular at this point.
Guys are getting spoiled now, honestly.
Yeah. Thanks, Kylie.
Yeah, bullied us into doing our job. What the fuck? It is what it is, I guess.
Yeah.
Hey, but she's cracking back at it at commenting, flooding the YouTube comments. So
Good.
we got that going. Do you want to do patrons first?
Yeah, we can do that real quick. I mean, there's 5.5 of them.
5.5.
5.5. Let's see. We want to thank Adam Pacino, Mark Stadler, Kylie Gangwish, Colby Jordan, Colton Zamerza, and Chantel.
Chantel.
Yeah.
Thank you. If you want to be one of those people, go to the link tree in the description, or just Google linktree/walkpod. You don't even have to. You don't have to do anything fancy, except for spell walk, WOKPOD. Because one of the comments that Kylie left is walkpod. So.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Anyway, let's see. I gotta organize these by newest first. There we go. Okay.
What's Dwayne Johnson's Asian wrestler name?
The walk.
The Walk.
Dumb. Okay, so first things first, we got Pantera Girl. She says, "Hey guys, just wanted to say that as somebody who has not been around a lot of military people in my life for whatever reason, I actually really like it when you guys have the little tidbits here and there talking about the Navy and your experiences. That's not something I would probably get to hear otherwise. Holy crap, did not know that about Shane's past, would not have guessed that. Just also wanted to say, way to go and congratulations on the promotion."
Thank you.
Yeah. I don't know. I feel conflicted sometimes because I feel like it's so, it's obviously your everyday life, but, I lived it.
Yeah.
So, outside of me and you, I don't know how many people who listen are in that or, related to that life. So it's I don't want to balk at the whole thing down talking about it. But sometimes we get, I get all nostalgic and I'm like, oh. But
No, yeah, I don't know, when I read her comment, I was like, I don't know, for me, when I get on here and we talk about the Navy, I feel like I'm maybe not bragging, but I don't know what the correct word would be. Just, I lived it. You lived it for 4 years. I've lived it for 11 now. It just seems so not worth talking about.
Yeah, you're jaded to it.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I get that 100%. I was gonna go down a whole tangent. I still got a whole lot of list of things to read. Chris Fowler, one of your, I think, he used to be named something different, but he's Christoph 1196. He's the motorcycle guy. That's
he did have he used to have a motorcycle name, Gixxer or something or another.
Yeah, that's right. He said hashtag not my chief, hashtag goat locker. Congrats, buddy.
I will forever be your chief, Chris. I'm coming for you.
Whether you like it or not.
Yeah.
And then Kylie, with a string of them, she said, "Shane, so proud," with the crying emoji. And then she says, "Do you have a desire to be senior chief?"
So it's funny that you say that. I already looked into what it takes to, at least on the academic side, to pick up senior chief. And funnily enough, I already have 3 out of the 5 things done that you need to be considered. And this past weekend, I spent pretty much all weekend trying to knock out the 4th course that I need. Wait. out of out of 6. My bad, not out of 5.
Okay.
The fourth out of 6 courses that I need done, and then I have to wait a year ish for the 5th course, and then once I have all those courses done, then I can go to I have to like go sit in a classroom for the 6th course. So I have. Go ahead.
Oh, I was just gonna say. So what you're saying is you're halfway there.
I mean, obviously I have to wait 3 years before I'm eligible, but
Okay.
I mean, yeah, I want to do it. I want to go the whole way. I want to be the nerd in me wants to be Master Chief.
Obviously. Yeah, that's obviously that's where every nerd that goes into the Navy wants to be for no reason at all other than Halo.
Dude, Halo, bro.
As soon as I found that was a real ranking, I was like, well, that's it, That's it. Like, Command Master Chief, no, nobody cares. Just regular Master Chief's fine. Like,
Yeah.
be Mick Pon Shane, dude.
You know how crazy that would be if I was the highest enlisted person in the Navy?
Definitely couldn't be on the show anymore.
Oh, dude, no, we couldn't do this anymore.
That would be crazy, dude.
Oh,
Anyway,
yeah, no. Go ahead.
Next comment, Kylie says, this episode is a beautiful praising of Shane with the Italian hand emoji. Which is true. That's pretty much all we did last week, so hope your ego's nice and full.
It is, dude.
I'm never letting you talk again. No.
I mean, I'm sure if Tom still listens to the show, the whole last week he was just like, when is Levi going to talk? The whole time. He was just like, when is Levi going to talk?
He hasn't texted me about it yet, but maybe he's just still bewildered by it. I didn't even think about that, but that was like a running joke going on. And then she tagged a clip about, I think it's the push button third classes. And then she said the absolute audacity, which I think she's referring to my reaction to it.
Yeah.
Which is fair, because that's bullshit. I stand by that. But if I decide to go back in, be easier than ever.
Yeah.
Which leads me to the last content comment, which is Levi joking to go back, laughing emoji. Listen, I think about it probably once a week, if not more. Not in any real aspects, but just like, I don't know. It's definitely like, and we've talked about it before, but like the, the nostalgia, be like, man, that was kind of cool looking back on it, but, going through it, I remember how it was too. And it's not great all the time, so
Yeah.
I don't know. I think I'd do a lot better because I'm older and wiser now, but it's hard to say.
Dude, I've had that conversation a bunch. I think that, at least for the Navy, and I'm sure it rings true for every branch, I think before you join, you should have to have a job somewhere else for 6 months.
Yeah.
Because there's so many times where you come across a kid that's like 19, 18, 19, sometimes 17, because they join, like they dep in like real early.
That's what I did, baby.
That's crazy. But you get those guys that like have no baseline of what a job, how terrible a job can be.
Yeah.
And how like, because I can remember being, working fast food,
Yeah.
and like you couldn't just stand around. Like you'd be standing around doing nothing, and some manager would run through going, if you have time to lean, you got time to clean, and then you're just like wiping some random spot for no reason. You're just like, fuck,
for
dude,
an hour.
Yeah. I'm trying not to get yelled at, but like, at least in the Navy, like sometimes there are hours where you don't have shit to do, but you ain't going home.
Yeah. I was telling a story to somebody at work, and I was like, I remember one day I was hungover, admittedly, and passed out on top of the jet waiting for them to come out and turn it, because there's only a couple people that were turn qualled, and I'm like, I don't know how long it was. It couldn't have been that long, but
Yeah.
I remember waking up and the motor was turning on, and I'm like, oh, guess it's time to get up.
Dude, even for me, man, like there'd be times where like during an RNC, you're in the cockpit and like you're like in a jacket because it's cold. You have your fucking cranial on, your goggles down, and like something's going on. Yeah, something's going on downstairs. So like the test isn't actually happening. So you're just sitting there waiting, and you just fall asleep. You're just asleep in a cockpit, like waiting for someone to go, hey, we're ready. It's like, oh, okay.
Yeah.
And you hit a
and
button.
that seat is just so like restrictive and like how your movements can be, because
Yeah.
you know they're supposed to be, but like you do feel a little cozy just sitting in it. Like, oh, okay. Like I remember working mids when I was in Fallon, and that's third shift for those of you who don't know, and we were brake riding all the jets out to the Kayla site for live ammo day, and they were like, Harrison could brake ride. I was like, all right. So I'm just sitting in the jet as they tow us down the actual taxiway.
Yeah.
And so I'm just like, and it's just the little slow, steady, like, you know, riding of the the hydraulics slowly just bobbing you around. And
yep. Getting rocked
like,
to sleep.
I totally about fell asleep like every trip. Like, oh man. But then you'd be, you know, awakened to, you know, parking the plane and then having to ride all the way back in the tug, and you're like, that's a stark contrast of
yeah. Oh yeah.
of comfort.
I think that's the one thing that like I miss the most about the boat. Like one of the very few things that I miss about being on the boat is like when you're asleep in your rack, the subtle shift of the boat, like back and forth while you're in your bed, you're just like, oh man.
Yeah. And when we out chopped to like across the Pacific, like there's just those real deep, like, well, obviously they had to be deep because that ship's gigantic, but like the very slow, just, you know, and you're like, just like you haven't been rocked to sleep in how long, and you're getting it again. It's a subconscious need.
Oh yeah, because I remember when I first, like the first deployment, like when me and you first met, dude. I remember like getting to that rack and going, "There's no way I'm gonna be able to sleep in this. It's too tiny."
Did you hit your head on the roof?
On the light? Yes, dude.
Yeah, okay.
A couple times.
Good.
Because like I was so terrified of just being late. I was like, if you're late on the boat, there's no fucking way, dude. Like piece of shit. So like my alarm would go off and I would just sit up.
Yeah.
Bad idea.
I think is either my first or second night, one of the two. And I was like, I had those falling dreams, you know?
Yeah.
Where you wake up real quick because you're like, oh shit, I'm gonna die. Freddy Krueger's after me. And dude, I smacked the bridge of my nose right on that light. And there was a cut, and I thought I broke it at first because it was, you know, bleeding and shit. And I'm like, yeah. But it was just a cut right on that spot. Like, ugh.
Oh yeah. And for those of you listening, lay down on your back, put your elbow on the ground, and then imagine that your fingertips are the top of your rack, or like the ceiling of your rack, and then take another 2 inches from that, and that's where the light was, right above your face.
Yeah.
So like you've got
zero room.
Yeah, like by the time you put your head on a pillow and then do this next to your head, there's like no space in between your forehead and nose and the light that's above your face.
Yeah, and width-wise, I mean, I would lay kind of on my side, and I couldn't fit my laptop flushly, like inside the rack. It would stick out a little bit, like if I wanted to watch a movie before, because that's what I would do. I would get off, like on nights especially, I would get off, we'd do fucking happy hour, Exo's happy hour for a goddamn hour for no fucking reason. So you're up for an extra hour on top of when you're supposed to be done. Then you have to wait for the showers, and then finally you get, you know, however long that takes, you get to your rack. And I'm like, well, I'm still wired, especially since I just showered, you know. So I'm like, I needed to wind down, so I'd watch a movie. And so by that time you're, you know, 18, 19 hours into the day, and just like, all right, cool. Yeah.
So what I did was I took Velcro and put it on the back of my Switch. And then obviously I didn't watch videos with it, but I would just, because you know you could, because like now you can't with the new Switches, they're all together, but the original Switches you could pull the handles off. I'd Velcro the Switch to the roof and then lay flat on I was about to lay way the fuck away from the roof. I'd lay flat on my back and then just have my hands with my Joy-Cons next to my legs.
Yeah.
And just
so you're just like laid arms at your side and you're at attention playing Switch.
Essentially, yeah. Just It was. I mean, it wasn't bad. I mean, obviously, sometimes my hands would be in my lap, but and then when I would watch TV, I would just like move my pillow to the inside, and then I'd lay on my stomach and watch my laptop.
Yeah.
And then a lot of times I would just fucking fall asleep, like when my laptop's still open.
Yeah, I had to be very conscious about that because there was a lot of times where I would like be drifting and my laptop would start to slip.
Ooh.
Oh shit. Yeah. So. Oh. Before we get too far along,
Yeah.
I got stickers ordered. So
Nice.
for those of you who've been waiting for forever for stickers, I have they're just the logo, the circle logo.
Yeah.
With I believe a white background is how they're gonna be. Yeah, and so if you're that's what it's gonna look like. So and it's a circle sticker, so it's cut directly around like the big ring around
Yeah.
it, but they're 2x2 inches.
Nice.
So
if you're one of the 5 people still around, Mark Stadler, Kylie Gangwish, Colby, 6. No, 5. Adam
That's cool.
Pacino, Mark Stadler, Kylie Gangwish, Colby Jordan, Colton Zamersla, and Chantel. You will be getting a
one
sticker
for free. And if you're not, hit us up. I'll just mail. I guess I could probably just put them in an envelope. Huh?
Yeah.
Easy shipping. I like it.
Yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, so that's exciting. Yeah. Don't ask us why we drug our feet for too long on that. Well, I remember for a long time, wasn't your brother gonna? He's doing them or something.
Apparently
like
he did make stickers and then just never sent them.
that. Tight.
And I was like, well, that's not real helpful.
Yeah. And now our logo's different, so
Yeah.
yeah.
So if he sends them now, then you just get a sticker that won't make any sense.
Yeah. Perfect. That's exactly what you want. Have you been watching any NFL lately?
Dude, yeah. Yeah, I have.
How are your boys doing? I haven't even been paying attention.
We're 3-2.
Okay. Is Carr broken forever or what?
No, he's still good.
I thought he got hurt one day.
He did get hurt, but he's fine. He's still playing.
Tight. Nice. I was just watching the Green Bay Packers game that was on today, and gosh, it's nice seeing them struggle. I'm really like just becoming a menace to the place I live because I'm in Wisconsin now.
Yeah.
So I get to talk to Packers fans pretty much every day, and I'm like, not about it. I mean, it's not as bad as Chiefs fans, that's for sure, but like, I don't know. There's something about them. They just feel like they are entitled. And I think it's because they have that weird like ownership thing where like you can buy in to be a part owner, like a percentage owner of the Packers. So I'm like,
Yeah.
okay. Anyway, Lions beat them in Lambeau, so I'm feeling pretty good. It's been a good year. How have you been annoyed to death with the Taylor Swift coverage, or have you even noticed?
I mean, I've seen a lot about it. I don't really think it's as crazy as everyone's making it out to be.
Right.
Like, I think I'm more tired now of the I'm tired of seeing it memes.
So you're tired of the I'm tired of Taylor Swift memes.
Yeah, because like realistically, she showed up to one game and there was like an uptick, and people were like talking about how, whatever, that she was there, and
Yeah.
I don't know, like, cool, good for him. He's famous, she's famous. It makes sense.
Yeah.
He's pretty, she's pretty. Like,
Yeah.
I don't really see what the
All
big
the
deal
boxes
is.
get checked here for me. Yeah.
I like, honestly, the best one I seen was there are 2 players on the Eagles team
Oh yeah.
named Swift and Kelsey, and they were like, "This
Yeah.
is the only Swift and Kelsey I care about," and I was like, "I like that. That's funny."
Yeah.
But there was just like this huge, like, I'm Mark Safe. It was like the Mark Safe thing. You know what I mean?
yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
there
on
was like a
Facebook.
there's like a Mark Safe from caring about Travis. I was like, okay, dude, we get it.
You're so
you're
cool.
Yeah, you're such an edgelord. Good for you.
Yeah, like at first I was like, okay, yeah, I get it. Like they are kind of beating it over the top. And then I was like, no, you know what? Fuck it. Like, we're not missing anything. Like, if the announcers are talking about Taylor Swift, what is that taking away? Because it's not like they provide a service that, like, oh my god, I missed 2 seconds of announcer banter. Like, the whole game's ruined. I don't know what's happening. You don't need them to talk. They fucking suck. Like,
yeah, they do.
Like 90% of the shit. I'd go 98% of the shit they say is garbage anyway. So it's like, what are we complaining about, really? And like, I saw the one where it's like, well, Travis Kelce scoring sixes on and off the field. And I'm like, listen, if Taylor Swift walked up to you and said anything, that'd be the best day of your life. Like, don't fucking lie. Like, and it just goes back to that, you know, edgelord mentality where like, oh, it's like when you see those pictures of like some famous actress or something, and then there's always one guy who like is taking like the biggest shitty comment he can, but like,
yeah, he's taking the piss out of it. Yeah.
Oh, okay, yeah, well, she's got blah blah blah, like too fat for me or something like that, and you go to the profile and he's like missing 16 teeth, and you're like,
you can tell he hasn't been touched by a woman in a very long time.
Yeah.
Just,
okay, dude, yeah, you're cool.
Yeah.
So,
If any of those women walked up to you and they were just like, hey, would you like for me to touch your hand? The second she touched your hand, you'd finish. So shut the fuck up.
Yeah. I'd honestly just probably shut down and curl into a ball, but that's just me. Just don't talk to me. Like Rick and Morty, where Jerry turns into a fucking cocoon. He cocoons himself. That's what I do. Just cry. So, yeah, that's been pretty exciting. Well, I forgot what I was going to say, but anyway, football's been exciting this year. It's nice to finally, you know, not be sad every weekend, so that's good. I mean, granted, Nebraska's still disappointing me mostly, but hey, 3-3, baby, you know, even 500, so we got that going for us, which is nice. Yeah. You want to hear some fun news stories or what?
Yeah, dude.
Okay, so I'm gonna start with this one because this is the least depressing one that I have, which is saying something. So I don't know if you remember a couple months ago, but maybe it was a year ago now, the European Union was like, hey, Apple, you have to change your iPhone charging port to the USB-C. Do you remember seeing anything about that?
No, not at all.
Okay, so now the iPhone 15 is coming out, and it has the same charger that the Androids have now.
Haha, fuck them.
So, like, that stemmed from the European Union saying, hey, Apple, like, you need to basically conform to everybody else. Which, you know, whatever. I personally like the lightning the lightning cable, because there's less shit to break inside of it, but, you know, whatever. I still have the iPhone 11, so it's not like I'm beating down the frontal technology of, you know, I'm not at the...
Dude, sorry, would you like to guess what phone I still have?
I think we talked about this not that long ago. You got like a fucking Galaxy S7 or some shit.
Yeah, I get the S9, yeah.
That's what I was going to say, but I was like, I'm going to make it older just to be an asshole. But yeah. The one where they just started putting the curved edge on the side, or no?
Yep. And I still have a fucking like headphone jack.
Dude. That's hilarious. I was like, I was talking to somebody and they're very anti-Apple product, which, whatever, good for you. But like, they are the kinds of people who don't ever come up with anything original about it. They just say the same thing over and over that everybody else has already said before. It's like,
yeah,
have fun paying for the same thing every year. And I'm like, I bought this phone 4 years ago. Leave me alone. Like, I don't buy a new one every year. I bought this one, and guess what? I had an Android before that. Like, I don't know. I've had every kind of smartphone you can have. I even had a Windows phone at one time. Not my best decision, but, you know, I did it, you know.
Yeah.
for the culture, you know.
Yeah.
So anyway, the European Union dictated that Apple needs to switch their thing up, and now the European Union is setting their targets on a different American company. One you might have heard of. It's a little company called Twitter. And they said that warning Elon Musk that X, as it's called now, because he's the biggest edgelord of them all.
Yeah, he is.
Needs to comply with European Union laws that are designed to combat fake news and Russian propaganda. So that'll be interesting to see how that shakes out, because this is just like, hey man, we're just telling you this is what we do. And if Apple had finally switched their goddamn charging ports, then kind of feel like Twitter's probably not too far behind. Because I didn't think Apple was ever gonna do that. Like, yeah, make too much money, you know. Hey, fuck you. You gotta buy our special cord. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
So I don't know. It's pretty interesting, but like, I get it that there's gonna be pushback. It's like, hey man, who decides what's fake news?
Exactly.
And who decides what's Russian propaganda?
Exactly. That's kind of my thing about it. Like,
Yeah.
how are you supposed to know what's fake? And then on top of that, how are you supposed to know that it's also, or if it's not fake, but it's just Russian propaganda? Like,
Yeah.
like, come on, people. Like, use your if you read an article that seems crazy, take a second to stop and go look.
There's no
Like,
rational thought that's gonna be had on Twitter specifically.
oh my
but
god, dude.
There's none. Like, people are just like regurgitating the first thing they read, and they're very quick to just go, nope, this is it. And then, like, I don't know, it's hard to track down what the loss would be, or like what the negatives of that is, right? Because like, you can say some guy shoots up a mall or a school or whatever, was led astray by propaganda or whatever. He's on 4chan or QAnon pushed him, whatever.
Yeah.
But like, at the end, unless they go, this is what fucking happened, and their crown written confession that they leave beforehand, we don't know.
Yeah.
But like, I get it, because like, there's so many. I signed up for Truth Social when it came out, just so I could fucking see what the hell's going on.
Yeah.
And so I still get updates because I think they're hilarious, but also like, a part of me goes, Jesus Christ. Like, it's always just nonstop nonsense. Like, it is bullshit. Most of the things I get updates for, I'm like, that didn't happen. But they're like sending out these fucking messages like it's, this groundbreaking news stuff, and I'm like, that's weird, because nobody's talking about it, not even Fox News. So I don't I mean, I don't know. It might mean something, but I wouldn't read into it. So yeah. In other technology news, in San Francisco, there's robot taxis. Have you heard about these at all?
No.
So it's a driverless car in the San Francisco area. There's a couple of the brands that do it. I think General Motors has one, and that Google has one, which makes sense because Google's,
Skynet.
Well, yeah, Google's campus is relatively close to San Francisco.
Yeah.
So they have these things that are driving around, and I mean, I wouldn't get in one personally, but it's not because I don't trust the technology. It's because I don't like the not being in control of the situation when I'm going. Like, I don't like riding in Ubers because those drivers are crazy and I can't do anything about it. I just prefer to drive. You give me the remote control and I'll drive that car all over the place. But so in San Francisco, one of these taxis and got into an accident and led this a woman to be pinned beneath it for a couple minutes, and she lived. She just survived, but
Okay.
the firefighters had to come and get her. But as soon as I read it, I was like, fuck, this skynet's already happening, dude. Like,
Yeah.
the robot taxis are after people, man. And in San Francisco, the city of brotherly love or whatever.
Dude, I was just going to say before you said that, I was going to say, how long do you think till someone like some high profile person people find out that guy rides in a lot of like driverless vehicles, they hack into the vehicle and then fucking murder him.
Ooh.
Or her, famous person, him or her.
Women can be murdered too, you piece of shit.
You're right, my bad. They can be assassinated as well.
I don't know. Like, if anything I've watched on movies tells me anything, that
Soon.
It's gonna be happening tomorrow probably. Yeah. I don't know. Like I said, I probably wouldn't involve myself in a driverless vehicle, but I can see where it could. Yeah, because there is a movie where they like straight up. The Die Hard with Justin Long. Do you remember that one?
Yeah.
They like hack the car and then they start driving it around and shit, and it's like, what the hell's going on? So, I don't know. And other news, we got Florida police were called to a scene in a front yard in Titusville, which I've never heard of this place, but Titusville sounds like a hardcore place to live. Pantera Girl, I know you're from Florida. Tell me if that's a hard place to grow up or what, because I need to know. But anyway, police are called to this house in Titusville, Florida, and they were informed that a body was found, and the guy is wearing skydiving gear.
No.
Just crashed into this random yard.
No.
Yeah.
His shoe didn't work, huh?
I didn't see anything, but
Or he felt like he passed out from the G's, right?
That's kind of what I was thinking, because it doesn't say anything about the chute even being deployed, but yeah. And there's a surveillance camera footage that I haven't watched, but there you can see in the reflection of a SUV the skydiver falling through the sky, like, so you can see the sky in the reflection, and then you can see the sky crashing down. So the one of the people that I think is the TV station like correspondent said she or the lady who had talked to the TV correspondent said that she works in the medical field, and that's the worst that she's ever seen. So I'm gonna go ahead and say that probably hit it at a pretty decent speed.
The only reason why he's still held together is because he was wearing the flight suit.
Yeah.
The skydiving suit. Everything's just fucking soup
just
inside
mush.
there.
Yeah.
Ugh.
Yeah.
That's rough.
Yeah. Even worse. Or wait, no. Never mind. I think that. So at the end of this article, they have like people that are just chiming in on it, and they're describing one of the people, and I thought that was being attributed to the person. So yeah. I don't know. Apparently this guy was a Vietnam vet though, with airborne experience.
Fuck.
So yeah.
He probably just called it a day.
That's what I was thinking, like that Billboard joke where he talks about that guy who's got like, he's dying of cancer, and he just decides to take the helicopter tour and then jump out.
Oh my God.
Have you heard that one?
No.
It's on, it's the black and white special, the one, I can't remember what it's called, but it's a really funny story. I mean, it's sad, but it's really funny. But essentially the guy, he's dying of some disease, and he's like, I'm gonna go take this helicopter tour, and at the same time the guy running the helicopter tour retired and passed the business to his son.
Yeah.
And the first fucking trip that the son takes is this guy. And the guy jumps out and then lives. He crashes into the water, but he lives, but he dies later in the hospital. But yeah. So pretty hardcore.
Well, he's selling the business immediately.
Yeah, has to. I don't know how you wouldn't.
In other Florida news, did you see that fucking DeSantis is running for president?
I mean, I kind of assumed he was gonna, but yeah.
God, dude.
So yeah, he's pretty cool. I don't know. I just get like a real weird vibe from looking at his face, and I don't know what that means, but I don't know. I kind of feel like this election cycle is going to be a shit show. So, even more so than the last one.
Well, Trump's supposed to run again, isn't he?
Yeah, we'll see. I don't know. He's got him tied up at the moment. He's got all his.
I mean, I don't want him
indictments and shit, but
I don't want him to win either. But I mean, if I'm kind of torn, right? Because DeSantis just seems like a more politically in tuned Trump.
Yeah.
But also, I mean, look at the way he ran Florida. Like, I'm just saying the entire country shut down, and Florida was like, nah, dog.
Yeah.
So maybe he'll be good for us.
Maybe.
I think anything is better than Sleepy Joe at this point.
You think?
I mean, like, is he even still the president? Like, what is he even doing?
You've been hanging out with your dad too much, dude. Yeah, I don't know. It's like I said, it's gonna be a shit show. Cause then you got Robert F. Kennedy Jr. and that guy is fucking crazy. I didn't realize he was so crazy, but he's interesting. He's I think he's running Republican too, but yeah.
God, it's just gonna be the Wild West on the Republican side, and it's gonna be one Democrat, dude. Probably Bernie. Probably fucking Bernie.
Well, the problem is that usually the Democrat or the incumbent will just stay that party's elected official. Like they don't do primaries.
You're right.
So unless Joe goes, I'm done. But I don't think he will. I think he's too far along in it.
The voices in his head are telling him, "You got this."
Yeah. Yeah. Well, hey, here's the deal, Jack. You can tie a tennis shoe to a tree stump, but you can't lead a horse to water. You know what I'm saying?
What?
It's my Joe Biden impression.
Yeah, it's pretty spot on.
Thanks. Yeah, I don't know. And like, the only part of DeSantis that I really like is the fact that he's not 180, and everything else is kind of rubbed me the wrong way about it. Like, yeah, okay, Florida didn't shut down, but I mean, it's also Florida. Like, those people can survive on anything. They're like cockroaches in nuclear winter, you know? They just keep going. And also his like real petty, like, legal battles with Disney is kind of weird. Like, what the fuck, man? Like, you can't just, I'm gonna run a Republican ticket and everybody's get their individual freedoms, but this corporation, I need to bend them to my will. Like, that's not the same. Like, you can't, just because they don't like you doesn't mean you gotta go, now I'm gonna make sure legally they're not allowed to do anything. Like, and then Robert F. Kennedy, I don't know what's going on with him, but he's I don't know. You should just go to his Twitter feed sometime and just scroll through and just tell me what you think, because it gets weird.
Oh no.
And then I don't think Bernie would ever run again. He's been fucked over too many times, even if they did open the Democratic side.
I mean, I
it's gonna be a
think
shit show.
I think they like. I feel like the Democrats have to know that Joe could die in office.
Yeah.
At this point, like, he doesn't look great. Plus,
No.
there's been way too many times where he just freezes on camera, like no one's home.
Yeah.
I mean,
At least he's like, so he's doing it, but then we also got goddamn, what's his name? The turtle guy.
is that Mitch McConnell?
Yeah, Mitch.
Yeah.
Oh, Mitch. That guy straight up, like, just went full Walt Disney. Like, he's just frozen, man. He's not moving at all. So I don't know. I guess we'll see.
I feel like we should, as a nation, come to the agreement that there should be, like, maybe not term limits, but like, all right, you got to be at least this age, but no older than,
Yeah.
let's say 65.
Yeah.
But you have no business being in office at 80.
Yeah.
None. Not a single bit.
Well, especially since it's like you're just so out of touch with what the average American like is dealing with, you know what I mean? Like if you, especially all these fucks have been in office in one way or another for how long, you know? Like they're all lifelong politicians, and it's like, okay, cool. You're making decisions for who though? Like you say that it's for the American people, but really you're not voting that way, so I don't really understand it. Yeah. So, anyway, I'm not 36 yet. I can't run for president, but
Dude, are you saying I can run in 3 more years?
yeah, dude, you got it. And you're
Let's
halfway
go.
there. You're a chief, dude. You fucking
Dude,
lateral move.
Can you just imagine my propaganda? Shane Wells, 20-something, whatever, for president. He served his country as a chief petty officer. Dude, just a flash of me in my khakis, looking
Dude.
majestic.
I gotta tell you, I don't feel super confident because you couldn't even add up how long it would be. You said in 3 years.
Yeah, I know,
That's the
but
next presidential cycle.
is it?
Fucking 2028, yeah.
Damn it.
Dork.
In 3 years, it'll be 2026.
Yeah. What? What? Oh, so it'd be the next, so 2024 is when the next president gets elected, then that year following,
Yeah.
they get it inaugurated.
Yeah, and then
In
2028.
4 years, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, fuck you.
It's girl math. I said 2028.
Yeah, I know, but
I'm still right.
I knew it was 2023. I knew 3 plus 3 is 2026, which is not a fucking election year, you son of a bitch. So
Be
I'm sorry that
campaigning for the 2028 season. Okay?
I understand that now, but fuck.
Yeah, vote for him. Write him in.
Let's go. Vote for me. Write me in.
Can't go terrible, you know.
Dude, if I get 20 votes, dude, I'd call that a win.
Yeah, I'm sure we could probably make that happen.
Oh my God.
If you write him in, I'll send you a sticker.
Dude, can you just imagine them looking at the ballot? So like, who the fuck is Shane Wells?
Yeah.
He got 25 votes? Who the fuck is this dude?
Dude, I'm pretty sure fucking Harambe gets like thousands of votes every year, so
Really?
I'm pretty sure. He got like 3,000 on that one year, 2016.
Man.
R.I.P.
That's the goal I want. I want
Fucking
3,000
real one.
votes, dude.
Yeah. You
This
want that?
dude, he didn't do anything but kill a kid in a fucking...
He didn't even kill the kid.
Oh.
he
He,
was prevented.
he attempted to drown the kid. My bad.
Yeah. Would have got away with it sooner if it wasn't for you damn kids and your stupid dog.
Yep, uh-huh. So you're saying if I attempt to drown a kid, I can get 3,000 votes, dude.
No,
Solid.
I don't think it's I don't think it's that simple.
Damn
Your
it,
math
dude.
ain't math in there, buddy.
Oh
But I think
my
we're onto
God.
something. I think we can figure it out.
Dude, yeah, I think so too.
Just run a couple Facebook ads, you know, and just
Dude, I'm going to turn West of Nowhere's Facebook into just a campaign tool for me.
you're like, what the fuck is happening? I don't know, I'm just trying to make a difference.
Vote for me or else.
Jesus. That's all I got, man.
Yeah, same.
Got your billboard or what?
Oh, dude, I guess we can, huh? Let's do it real
Yeah.
quick. It's been some months.
Give the people what they want.
Yeah, that's what they want, all right. All right. Number 1 on the Billboard. This can't be right. I'm going to refresh one time. Oh, that's right. Okay, well. Number 1 on the Billboard. Nostalgia by Rod Wave.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Number 2, Guts by Olivia Rodrigo.
Oh,
God damn it.
shit,
Here she
she's
is
back,
again.
dude.
Number 3, One Thing at a Time by Morgan Wallen. Number 4, debuting at number 4, Scarlet by Doja Cat. Number 5, Zach Bryan by Zach Bryan, which is a different album. I like it, but it's a little more folksy than his first album. Number 6, SOS by SZA. Damn, she ain't going nowhere. Number 7, Utopia by Travis Scott. Oh, damn, dude, another album. He needs to chill out. Debuting at number 8, Boys of Faith by Zach Bryan.
Okay.
He just put out the other album. Damn.
Yeah.
Number 9, Genesis by Peso Pluma. And at number 10, Midnights by Taylor Swift.
Hell yeah.
Yeah. Damn, Dangerous Dub album finally fell out of the top 10.
Damn. It's been a long, hard-fought fucking deal there.
It just goes to prove, dude, if enough people think you aren't racist, you're not racist.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
You gotta be not guilty by public, what is it? Public opinion or whatever?
the court of public opinion, dude.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There you go.
Fuck them.
Fuck.
Oh, my God. We want to thank our friends, the Dutch and Denver podcast, the No New Friends podcast, Kicking with the Kellys in the Remedy Room. That's all of them.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then, if you like this show, there's a way better podcast with 50% of us on the show. It's called The Remedial Scholar. It's pretty good. He says some funny things sometimes, and there's a lot of information, and you can tell he puts way more work into it than he does this one. It's fine. I'm not upset about it. No, listen to it. It's called The Remedial Scholar. It's everywhere. Check it out. He has reviews everywhere. He does a way better job of advertising it.
And the best part is Shane's not upset about it, so that's good. We're not fighting, I promise. Oh, fuck. All right, yeah. Do all the things. If you want some stickers, hit us up.
Yeah.
And that's it. I've
That's
had
it.
enough. Peace out, bitches.
Tip your bartender.